Hello, beautiful people. It is I, Mama Tiara, the Seeing Healer. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. If you are returning, by all means, welcome back. Here I talk about all things esoteric, etheric, and other little mystical jewels I tend to drop here and there. Normally I have a reading for you, your daily energy, but today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different just because it's I have been receiving a lot of questions about this particular topic, and there are still those that are not very clear on it, simply because there's such an abundance of information on it, and some of it can seem like confusing and difficult to put together. So I like simplifying things and, making them easy to understand. That's my job as a teacher. So what I want to talk about is the very essence of the law of attraction, and then I also want to get into some different layers of this as well, because this is important, and people are starting to want to take their power, step into their power and take their power back. So I definitely hope that by the end of this, you'll have a little bit of a clearer understanding of it, and it's a little bit more palatable, and to help you, live your best life, because that's why we're here. So as far as the law of attraction goes, look at the universe as this magical restaurant, okay? You can think of Beauty and the Beast, be our guest, be our guest. Let's look at the universe as a magic restaurant ready to take your order. So you go out with friends, you go to this magic restaurant that is somehow able to accommodate the 7.5 billion people on the planet. They never run out of food. You can get any type of cuisine you want, from sushi to soul food, Vietnamese food, Indian food, whatever. It's the best food ever. They never run out of food, and they always have everything. There are no waiters that take your order, okay? All of the, let's say, the cooks in the kitchen are the various deities of the world that people in various spiritual disciplines pray to. Let's say that those deities are the cooks. These chefs are telepathic. There is no menu. There are no waiters to take your order. Everything is done telepathically. All you have to do is focus on the dish that you want, and it will magically so the tables are really cool too. They're all like space age, because this is a magic restaurant. So, the food just appears. It comes up through this thing in the table, and you have your food in front of you. Like I said, all you have to do is focus on what you want to eat, and your food will be to you soon. So let's say that I go to this magic restaurant with a few of my friends. We're all going out to dinner, and we're just having a chat and talking about various things. But all of a sudden, I think about the dish that I like the least. Like, what I really want is some pad thai. Thai people level spicy. I love it. But I strike up a conversation about the thing that I disliked the most when I was a child, right? Beef liver and onions. When my grandmother made it, oh my God, it was the worst possible thing for me. So like, I'm sitting here with my friends, and I'm like, oh my God, my grandmother used to make beef liver and onions. It was so gross. It was so disgusting, and this and that and that. And I hated it. It made the house smell funny. And then, grandma made me eat it. And oh my God, beef liver and onions is just the absolute worst possible thing. So now dinner is being served, and food is appearing on the table. My plate appears, and it's beef liver and onions. This is absolutely what I didn't want. However, it was what I focused on. So this is what my chef heard. So you have to look at the things that you want instead of the things that you don't want. This is the first and biggest part of the law of attraction. This restaurant, the universe, the cosmos is saying you can have whatever you like. Your main job is to focus on what you want versus what you don't want. So if you're in a situation or whatever and you're trying to manifest something, focus on that thing versus the things that you don't want to happen. Because when, I did think about what I wanted, veggie pad Thai hot. I wanted that, but I focused more on beef liver and onions. So that's step number one, is to focus on the things that you don't want, and then also have the trust in the universe, in your chef, that this is, that thing that you want is going to be cooked properly. Like when you go to eat at a regular restaurant and you order, chicken Alfredo, you place your order and you put your trust in the kitchen staff that you're going to get chicken Alfredo. You're not back there micromanaging the chef and the line cooks and how your order is being prepared, because that's not your job. Your job was to put in your order and then trust that you're going to receive chicken Alfredo. I messed up at this restaurant because I didn't focus on what I wanted. I trusted that I was going to get a meal. However, I focused on the wrong meal, and now I'm sitting there with a thing of beef liver and onions, and this is not the experience that I wanted to have, and this is not the meal that I wanted to eat. So now I have to refocus and focus my attention now onto my pad Thai. However, my order is going back to the kitchen. There are now people in front of me that, have their order in too. So now I have to refocus and wait for my pad Thai while the rest of my party is, enjoying their food. Now I'm salty because I'm not eating with them. I'm still very much engaged with the dinner. However, at the moment, I have something on my plate that I did not want. However, the biggest pill to swallow, and a lot of people don't want to do this, is now I have to swallow this pill that now I'm having an experience that I did not want to have, and it is my own fault because I didn't focus on what I wanted. Okay, so I refocus, and then I eventually get my pad Thai, and the experience is now transformed. However, I had to wait a little bit longer than that, and I could have gotten my blessing at, the time that I wanted, instead of having to deal with this other thing. I delayed my own blessing. That was on me. I got my pad Thai, just not as soon as I wanted, because I dropped the ball over here with beef liver and onions. Okay. That's a couple of layers within itself. Another important thing, and this is going to strike some nerves, watch the company you keep. So it is one thing to, when you're trying to manifest, watch your thoughts, watch your mouth. Okay, because I thought about pad Thai, but I spoke beef liver and onions into my existence. So when you're trying to manifest something, make sure that your thoughts and your speech are aligned, okay? Because you can, if what you're saying is going against what you're manifesting, you're putting more, there's a little bit more of a quicker return on the things that we speak, because a thought does require a little bit of energy. But think about, you know, I'm not going to get all super duper technical, but there are muscles involved in all of these things, and me pushing up the air past my vocal cords to this to vibrate out of my mouth. When you speak, you have vocal cords. When you speak things, you are sending a vibration out into the universe. Yes, your thoughts do have measurable energy. If I'm nothing else, I'm a nerd. Thoughts do have a measurable energy. However, the spoken word is a little bit more powerful. Many holy books speak about something along the lines of, in the beginning there was nothing, and then God did what? God spoke, and everything came into existence. So God thought about it, but then he said to himself, I'm going to create the universe. So the logos, that was more powerful. The word is very, very powerful. So like I said, watch your thoughts and also watch your mouth. If your thoughts go astray, speak the right thing into existence. So use the power of your words. If I'm thinking about beef liver and onions, and I'm like, nope, pad thai, vegetable pad thai with extra lime and Thai people hot. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. So even though beef liver and onions is up here, I'm speaking and putting more energy into it. So like I said, watch your mind and watch your mouth. That mind goes astray, overpower it with the mouth and with your words. Okay. This part is going to strike some nerves. Watch the company you keep. So, let's say I go to this magic restaurant again with 3 other people. Okay? Trying to have a girls' night or whatever, right? Our bottle of Moscato is there. Our bottle of wine is there. Now I have a very clear thought of what I want, and I'm hell-bent on getting it no matter what. And I'm focused on what I want. I'm still chatting with everybody. But there's now a person talking about what they don't want. Okay, they're talking about, you know, beef liver and onions. Okay, let's just say now they're talking about beef liver and onions. That's fine. Let's say all the other ladies, all 3 of the ladies, start talking about the things that they don't want. This is kind of where math comes into play. So one person doesn't necessarily affect my order, okay? Because I'm strong, I'm grounded in what I want, I know exactly what I want, and nothing is going to sway what I want. However, 3 people are now speaking about the things that they don't want. And I didn't want to get into the conversation, you know, but now I'm outnumbered. So now I'm really subconsciously thinking about another dish that I don't like, you know, because now this negativity that's swirling around me has, you know, subconsciously made me slip, you know. And it's not about being weak or being strong or not being grounded. Some things are just subconscious because now I have the negative energetic fields of 3 people outnumbering me, you know, and my energetic fields, and me, you know, wanting another dish of vegetarian pad thai with extra limes and Thai hot. This is what I want again, you know. But now I have 3 people subconsciously manipulating my ethers, and now I'm thinking about, I don't know, something else nasty, pork and beans. So in that moment, I need to watch the company I keep, or say something like, you know what, y'all, we are at this magic restaurant and you all keep talking about this, you know, I don't really want to engage in this conversation, because what you all are going to do, you're getting ready to manifest beef liver and onions, you're getting ready to manifest the pickled pig feet, and you're getting ready to manifest pork and beans or whatever. I don't want to do this. Maybe that my speech will be enough to influence one other person to change their thought pattern. So I'm getting what I want, but now I have to deal with this other thing, these other 3 negative energies overriding my positive energy. It's not a big deal for me, but it is extra and unnecessary work if we just came out here to have a good time. The thing about the law of attraction is you can absolutely manifest what you want, but you can also manifest some BS too. One of the biggest blocks of manifesting is taking accountability for the times that you were the problem and you manifested something into your life. That's on you. That's the biggest block, is taking accountability for the BS that you manifested into your life. Here's another layer: manifesting with fear. Okay. Back at the Magic Restaurant, and let's say this time I want chana masala. Okay. Like I said, I'm at a Magic Restaurant. I can get whatever I want. I want chana masala and a dosa. I'm a big girl. I don't, I like to eat. I don't wear my pants with the elastic waistband, and I'm ready to feast. So I want my chana masala and my dosa. This is manifesting with fear. Now, me, in real life, I have a shellfish allergy. I actually developed it. Grew up eating shellfish, and all of a sudden, I went and had some shellfish, and my face started puffing up, and instead of going to the movies, I ended up in an emergency room. So like I said, I'm at this restaurant, and let's say it's my first time at the restaurant, okay, or whatever, and I have a shellfish allergy, and I'm trying to manifest my chana masala and my dosa, but I have this fear of, this is a restaurant that serves any and everything. I hope that, something doesn't go wrong and I end up, with some shrimp or some crab legs in front of me, right? I know how delicious they are, unfortunately, but, now I'm manifesting with this fear. My fear of shellfish is now overriding that I want chana masala and a dosa. So, yep, chana masala and a dosa, but all I'm continuously thinking about is shellfish, okay? Now, dinner is getting served, and up through the table comes this platter of crab legs, shrimp, and this whole seafood boil. Now, my fear has overridden my logic, and now I have this, quite frankly, very dangerous situation in front of me, because now my fear has become reality. This is literally things on this plate in front of me that can harm me, because I let my fear take over. So that's another thing about manifesting. When you manifest, do it fearlessly, okay? And understand that this is a magic restaurant. And, not only can they make you anything that you want, You don't have to pay for it. All you have to do is focus and be nice to the busboys that come and pick up your, your stuff, and be kind to the other patrons. That's literally it. So not only that, it's a magic restaurant. You can get whatever you want, but on top of that, the food is free. And, to make it even better, you don't even get the food pooch after. When you eat all of this food, like, the universe is ready to give you any and everything that you want with no harm to you, for your best good. All you have to do is focus on the things that you want. Here's another layer. Clear, focused manifestation. Okay. I had a conversation with a dear friend a while ago, and she's like, I'm doing pretty good with the manifestation, but I'm seeming to have a little bit of trouble about these things I want. I said, okay, well, what do you want? She's like, I want this, 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 and this. Am I asking for too much? No. Don't ever think that. You are absolutely not asking for too much. So, you're at this magic restaurant. This is clear manifestation, okay? And you're thinking, I want a bowl of chopped lettuce. I want some sliced cucumbers. I want some cherry tomatoes and a separate thing of broccoli florets. And then also, some candied pecans would be good in here. I want some avocados. I want some sliced avocado. And then I want a bunch of lemon slices and some olive oil. You want a salad. So it's not that you're asking for too much, but, I want a side of this. I want a side of the cucumbers. I want a side of tomatoes. I want a side of this. I want a side of that. So simplify those things. You want a salad. You want a salad. That's fine. When it's like, okay, I'd like to pay off these financial obligations. I'd like to get a new car. I want to start my own business. I want to take this trip and things like that. So when you find yourself with a list like that, what's the common denominator that is going to get you this trip, get these financial obligations paid off, get you the down payment on that new car, and, get you those other things? Money. So let's focus on manifesting large amounts of money to you effortlessly, easily, and in abundance. Same thing with the restaurant. Instead of all of these different sides of veggies, you want a salad. You want a salad. That's fine. And that's really about as simply as I can break it down to you. It doesn't get too much easier than that. That's really the basis and the essence of the law of attraction and how it works. But also, one of the biggest things too is getting over the block of, am I asking for too much? I've read many holy books, okay? None of them say anything about God sending you here to suffer. None of them say that, and if, I don't mean to bag on anybody's religion, but if your God sent you here to suffer, you need a new religion or a new God or whatever, because that just doesn't even sound right. That's just like saying you want to have a child for the sole purpose of them turning out to be a crappy person or to be a criminal or addicted to drugs or whatever you don't want your child to be. God does not put us here for that. So, be knowing of the fact that you deserve it. See, there's a difference between feeling confident and feeling deserving of something. If you're in school and the teacher misspeaks and says that 2 + 2 is 5, you're very confident that 2 + 2 is 4. No, 1, 2. That's 4. Okay. You can be confident that 2 + 2 make 4. The trick is, you don't necessarily feel like you are deserving of being able to say, hey, Mr. Smith, 2 + 2 make 4. 2 plus 2, you know, I don't know what happened there, but, you know, 2 plus is 4. I understand you probably haven't even had enough coffee. Totally fine. You might not feel confident enough in being able to share that and feeling like you deserve to share that information. You absolutely deserve it, because if this is a teacher who's supposed to be teaching you, you deserve the right answer, you know, or else he's going to be having all of these kids thinking that 2 plus 2 make 5. You know, that's it. You know, you are divine. It's like I said before, if your mother is a queen and your father is a king, that makes you a prince or a princess. It doesn't matter how people feel about you, you know. So you were created by a God, and you know, so that stands to reason that divinity is in you. So that alone, you know, you deserve everything that you are asking for, as long as it does not involve screwing somebody over in the process or causing harm to anybody. You know, you absolutely deserve and you are worthy of the things that you want. So I definitely want you to use these tools and go back and think about this analogy, you know, when you're trying to manifest something. Watch your mind. Watch your mouth. Well, first, before you do anything, let go of, you know, take accountability for the BS that you did manifest it, throw it in the trash, let it go, because now you know better and you're going to do what? Do better. Okay? Watch your mind. Watch your mouth. Be clear on what you want, and watch the company you keep. Okay? Misery loves company. You know, and when you are trying to level up in your life and step into your power, there are going to be people that have a problem with that. Everybody is not meant to go with you to the next phase, and that's fine. You know, some people are in your life for a season and some people are there for the long term. Understand that everybody is not meant to go with you, you know, and focus on the goal. If you're trying to manifest something, keep your eyes on the goal. It's not your job to worry about how this is going to happen. You put it out there. You have put that into the hands of God, the universe, the ether, whoever at this magic restaurant. You have put out there. Focus on that. When you see runners running a race, none of them are looking behind them. None of them are looking around. They're focused on what? The finish line. Life is a marathon. Keep focused on that finish line that has your desires on the other end of it, and you will never go wrong. I promise you. You know, and know that you're worthy of getting to that. It's very, very simple. I had a little bit of company today on this one. Everybody needs these jewels, honey. Everybody needs these jewels. So, yeah, hopefully that helped simplify some things, you know, for you. Like I said, you're worthy of having the life that you want. Step into this power and know that, you know, there's a saying that goes, I searched for God and I found myself. It's you. I'm going to give you this key. I sound like a pastor. I ain't going to be long, y'all. But understand that life is really only a few things. Fulfilling the contract of your soul's journey that you needed to fulfill in this lifetime. A response to the vibrations of things that you put out. And sorting out of any karma that you need to sort out in this lifetime. And all of those things are under your control. You know, if you have a bad situation, you know, good things happen to bad people. That might be part of your contract that you had to come, that might be a lesson that you needed to learn. That's part of your karma for your soul's journey. How you respond to that is up to you. How you navigate through that, that's up to you. You know, you are God. I am God. I am a goddess. You know, do I say that to say that I don't believe in God? Absolutely. I know that there is a being out there that, you know, is bigger than myself. However, the trick is that I am also wise enough to understand that the fabulous being that created all of this fabulousness was also smart enough to put all of the tools, keys, and resources that I need to survive this journey right here. It's me. It's you. So you have that power. There's no other way I can say that. I only speak good English and bad English. Spanish isn't that great anymore, but there's really no other way that I can say that. It's you. It's your divinity. All you have to do is step into it and accept that you are divine. Once you accept that, there's nothing that you can't have. It's not. Do it confidently, and as long as you know that you're not hurting anybody, do it unapologetically. Because you deserve what you want. You want to take that trip to Dubai that makes you happy. Bye. Manifest it. Focus on it and manifest it. I remember one year, you know, I reflect a lot. And I remember I was introduced to The Secret in 2006, 2007 by my cousin. And then I watched it, and then I realized, you know, I had already been doing that this entire time, because I inherently just knew if I focused on something, I wanted it, you know, that I wanted, that I would get it, because it's never not worked for me. And all of the years of my life, everything that I have ever thought on, spoke on, and focused on, I manifested, good or bad. You know, I took accountability for the bad things that I manifested in my life. Now I know better, I do better. You know, it's a very tough pill to, you know, I'm not going to say a tough pill to swallow, but it sometimes it goes in the face of what we have been grown up to believe, you know, that God is something that is separate from yourself. That in and of itself is blasphemous. How dare you think that you are separate from the thing that created you? That doesn't make any sense. You know, like I said, I thought over my life, and I realized that I have manifested any and everything that I have ever focused on. Things that I wanted and things that I didn't want. You know, now I'm better about focusing more on what I want versus what I don't want. And it's really just that simple. You know, it's absolutely that simple. So that is my... I'm not even going to say jewel drop today. That is my treasure chest. that is my pot of gold for today. You know, I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope that you have, I hope that you step into your power and understand how absolutely divine you are. And I hope you have a great life. Genuinely and honestly, I do. I hope you have a great life. And I hope you understand those things and understand that you deserve them. So that is my pot of gold for today. Until next time, be good to yourself, be good to everybody else. Focus on what you want and understand that it is okay for the things that you want to be all about you, you know, because you're number one. Your cup needs to be full. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself first. So, you know, there you go. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. If you are interested in any video readings, the link will be down here in the comments somewhere. Feel free to go to my website, mothersmedicineheals.com. I have many treasures and exciting things on there for you guys to explore as far as products and services. So I will be back soon with another sprinkle of ethereal jewels for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.